The Peasant Railgun is really stupid. Have you ever wondered how much damage you can deal in a single round of D&D combat? That's the same thing the person who invented the Peasant Railgun has probably also thought about. And we will figure it out in this video. Or rather, we will not really, because the Peasant Railgun is, as already established, pretty stupid. Anyway, here's how you do it. You take peasants, as many as you can. 1,000 is good, 10,000 is even better. And you put them in a straight line. And you give the one at the very back of the line an item, like maybe a pole or a spear or something you can throw, a cannonball, a bucket. Doesn't really matter, because we're going to accelerate it really fast, and even a bucket can deal a lot of damage then, we guess. So, each of those peasants readies an action, and that action is to pass the item forward to the peasant in front of them. Aside from the very first peasant, that one readies the action to throw the item at whatever you want to hit the moment he gets the item. And the more peasants you get, the longer this line is. Makes sense. To get the velocity of the item, you simply divide the distance it traveled by the time. So, a round of combat takes 6 seconds in D&D, and one creature in D&D occupies a 5-foot square. So, it's pretty simple to figure out the distance and the time, so you can just do the maths here. If you have 1,000 peasants, it will be about 570 miles per hour, and if you have 10,000 peasants, it will be around 5,700 miles per hour. Which is more than 3 times the velocity that a Eurofighter jet has. So it's incredibly fast. And the idea now is you apply the real physics to D&D, because the faster something travels, the stronger the impact is. And, well, you can get as fast as you want with just take more peasants. But here's already the problem. It works if you apply the real-world physics to D&D. If. I don't know how often you have applied the real-life physics to D&D. I have done it never, I think, because it's really stupid. Applying real-life physics to D&D is pretty stupid. What is not stupid, by the way, is subscribing to the channel and leaving a comment. Anyway, why is it stupid? Because the damage in D&D is not really dependent on the speed of an item. And you know how much damage a spear deals if you throw it? 1d6, no matter how fast it was. And if it was a different item, it's an improvised weapon, and that deals 1d4 damage, even less. And it also only deals damage if the peasant even makes an attack roll. And peasants have like 10 dex or something. They're not really gonna hit a dragon, are they? Also, no GM would allow that. If you start lining up peasant after peasant after peasant, your GM will be like, hey, what are you doing with all those peasants? And if you're like, oh, I'm doing that so I can deal 5,000 d6 of damage, your GM will simply be like, no, that's not how it works, no. So why am I even making this video? All of this stuff is like super obvious, isn't it? I think that's the problem. Some people take this stuff seriously, and I think that's people who only know D&D from memes and from online forums, and have never actually played a single game of it. So they are reading in the rules and see like, ah yeah, the rules allow that, so that's how it works. But it's not a computer game. It's not like you can just put in the cheat code and everything works. You have to talk to a GM. It's a game about communication. Stuff like that simply doesn't work in real life. And I think most people should just start playing the game instead of theory crafting and talking about peasant railguns and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I feel like I've talked a lot about the peasant railgun now. I've also made a video about one-page RPGs. It's here, check it out, really cool. And, well, we're gonna see each other next week in a new episode of the Peasant Railgun. I mean of Dungeon Academy. Anyway, see ya!